Hey, Mahal everyone! Welcome back again to the Broadway Saiyan YouTube channel. I'm 40, your host, and we're back with another video on King's Knight, Wrath of the Dark Dragon. Now, before I get into the video, I want to give a huge shout out and special thanks to a member of the King's Knight Discord chat who goes by the name of Areli. Areli took some time out of her day to create the lovely YouTube thumbnail that I am using for this video. So Areli, thank you so much for taking the time out of your day to create that thumbnail the video. And today we are going to go ahead and talk about the 5 new character quest trials that just came out to prepare us for the upcoming release of these 5 characters. Now, as you know, I did this before with the previous new character quest trials, and I told you guys about how this is a great feature that King's Knight does, that a week before these characters are released, they give us a chance to try them out. And what that does is it gives us players, a chance, to think about whether or not we're going to be investing on some multis or some singles, however you guys want to do your summons for these units. So let's go ahead and get right into it. So if we go into notices, as you could see right there, right on the second part on the event, it says new character trial quest. Let's go ahead and click on that. So this event period lasts from 7 a.m. 9:27 to 6:59 a.m. 10:17. So there's plenty of time to be able to do these quest trials. Now, who are the characters that we are going to be able to get to try? So we have a warrior, a fire warrior by the name of Lancelowe, whose King's Might is Circle of Detonation. We have Heysen, whose King's Might is Lightning Eclipse. She is a light wizard. We have a water monk, nice, by the name of Vita, whose King's Might is Maelstrom. We have an earth thief by the name of Zachariah, whose King's Might is Piercing Fang. And we have Morse, a dark gigant, whose King's Might is Gravity Well. Alright, so let's go ahead and take a look at these characters in depth. So we're going to start off with Lancelowe. Okay, so let's see, what do we notice here? He has a pretty good base attack. He has really good luck. Actually, it's better than Rajax for sure. Let's check out his skills. So his leader skill is a sword wielding, increases critical damage of fire aspected allies. Okay, cool. His KM1 is Trinity Slash. It's a 3-hit, 230% power piercing attack. Increase attack of single ally by 50% for 20 seconds. Now I'm gonna assume this is when it's fully upgraded. And remember, when it says single ally, that does not mean it buffs another single ally. It means it buffs you. Okay, I'm not sure why they worded it as single ally. I think they should change that to self-buff because it is a little confusing, but that's what it means. So if you see something that says single ally, it means it's going to buff yourself. What do I think of this KM? I like that it's a low-cost MP. However, the range that it covers in a straight line, I'm not too impressed by it. I do like that it does give him an attack buff, which is good. That's probably what it makes up for, but overall, I'm gonna say that his KM1 it's okay. It's not the greatest. Let's check out his KM2. Circle of Detonation. 2-hit, 230% power AoE attack times 5 attacks. Normal shot of yourself, not single ally, of yourself, change to explosive shot for 10 seconds. Okay, so this changes his normal shot to an explosive shot. Now, this is probably the first character that has an explosive shot, so we're gonna go ahead and see, once I play his quest, how that looks like, and how that stacks up to Rajax's double shot, because right now, Rajax's double shot is what makes him like god tier. He's like crazy good. His DPS is insane, especially if you equip him with Save the Queen or Lightbringer, and that double shot is just so invaluable right now. Okay, but overall, oops, click too fast. I'm gonna say that his KM2 is pretty good. Pretty high MP cost, 53 is somewhat high, but the coverage in front of him is really, really good. I actually really like that, and I like the little flavor they added where it changes his single shot to an explosive shot. Let's go ahead and check out his passives or his auto skills. So his luck is increased by 20% when his HP is 80% or above. His luck is increased by 15%, which is just flat rate right there, and then his attack is increased by 15%. Now, luck does refer to crit. Why they call it luck is due to the fact that back when this game was, you know, in the NES days, during the old school days, luck was the term that was used for crit. So that is why they call it luck. So it looks like this warrior is special weapon is the Aeolian Cutter. Unfortunately, I cannot see what the KM is, but it is a wind-based weapon, which is interesting because he is a fire warrior. And then we have a little bit of a flavor profile here, telling him who he is. I won't really get into that too much because I do want to show you guys the quest. All right, so let's go ahead and try Lancelowe. So he is the fixed unit we're going to be using. Let's check out his KM1. It's that straight line, so I'm just going to use it. Okay, so that's pretty good. Alright, let's check out his KM2. Ooh, nice. Alright, so those are his explosive shots. Ah, okay, so his explosive shots are nice for taking out, like, so when they explode, they hit the other enemies that are around that enemy. So I'm gonna say he's actually pretty good for taking out mobs. He specializes in taking out mobs. Let's check out his weapons KM. Okay, I don't know what that did, but it looks like it increased my luck. It increased his luck. Let's go ahead and use his KM2 again, because I want to check out that explosive shot. Okay. So something cool about the explosive shot is that it does not decrease the speed of the shot. Okay, as you all know, the drain shot that Grigor has, it slows down the speed, the firing rate, which unfortunately, while it does heal, it also kind of slows down and hammers DPS. So you're healing yourself, but you're slowing down your DPS because your shot speed decreases. Let's not mess this up. I messed this up before where I jumped and I died. Okay, there we go. So overall, I have a feeling that this warrior specializes in mob killing. Like, he's really good for killing mobs, especially with that KM2, because it changes his shots into explosive shots. Alright, we're gonna fight the werewolf. So, circle of detonation. Come on, werewolf. Very cool. Yeah, so he's definitely, Lancelowe is definitely a warrior that is very, very good for clearing out mobs, especially with that explosive shot and with his KM2. For a boss killer, he's okay. I mean, he does pretty good damage. He has a pretty good base attack. Okay. So remember, every time you complete these new character quest trials, you're given Regalite. And the quests are fairly easy, so they're literally having us try these characters before they come out, and they're giving us Regalite for it, which is really, really awesome. And since there's 5 characters we get to try out, that's 25 free Regalite that they're essentially giving us. So they're saying, hey, check out the new character, and we're going to give you Regalite for it. So, what are my thoughts on Lancelowe so far? He's good. I'm gonna put him right above the same tier as Bakshin, and Bakshin is our Earth Warrior who is currently on the banner, and he is more of like a boss killer because his Earth damage and his high base attack, you know, it's very, very high burst damage. So I'm gonna put him around there. Is he better than Rayjack? No, he is not better than Rayjack. Rayjack's double shots, honestly, are still the reason why he is the god tier of the warriors. But Lancelowe is good, so if you guys are looking for a pretty good warrior to help you clear those mobs, I recommend Lancelowe. Now we're going to check out Heysen, our light wizard. Oops. I'm going to check her out first. Alright. Pretty good attack for a wizard. Let's check out her leader ability, the Eye. Increased damage dealt to enemies by all allies. Wow, that's actually pretty good. So increases your overall damage. So she has a pretty good leader skill because it's not just element specific, but it affects everybody no matter what their element is. Okay, so she has Soothing Aura. So this is the standard heal skill that all wizards have, except for Lookzak. Lookzak does not have a healing of King's Might. Okay. And let's go ahead and check out Lightning Eclipse. Lightning Eclipse. 2-hit, 210% power, AoE attack times 5 attacks. Removes detrimental effects of all allies. Wow. That is really good. And look at the coverage of this King's Might. It has really good coverage. MP 50 cost is not bad, not bad. Okay, it's 5 attacks AoE, and it removes detrimental effects. So if your character gets confused, or if they get paralyzed, or if they get poisoned, you know, especially with those pesky stages that have those stupid flowers that either poison you or paralyze you, she is super, super useful. Wow. Okay, let's go ahead and check out her passives. Decreased damage dealt by undead by 15%. Okay, so she takes less damage from undead. Her defense is increased by 15%. And increase mage's regen healing by 50%. Wow. Okay, so just based on this, and some people may not agree with me, but just based on this, I'm gonna say she's better than Kaliva. Okay, not only does she have a KM that removes detrimental effects, but she has a passive that increases her regen healing. So what that means is that when you're holding that shot button, you know how they wizards perform that little healing circle? Hers is healing by 50% more. That's crazy. I'm gonna say she's better than Kaliva for sure. Okay, and her special weapon is a light rod, and it is the Holy Wand. Okay. And then this is the little bit of the flavor regarding her character. And again, I won't go into it because I want to play the character. So let's go ahead and try her out. Wow, she's really good. Okay, we know how the heal looks like, so I want to check out her KM2. KM2! Interesting, okay. So it does like these raindrops of light, but I do like that it removes the detrimental effects. Alright, let's check out her weapons cam. Nice. Oh, and it increases her attack. Cool. I'm gonna assume that's a 50% attack buff. Now, we don't know if that's to self or if that's to all allies. If it's to all allies, then this is probably the best weapon of choice for her. Well, so far, I'm really liking the wizard. Especially because I actually don't have any of the 4-star base wizards. I wasn't able to pull any of them. So, Heysen is definitely a reason for me to pull on this banner. Okay, just don't mess this up. There we go. So we're gonna use the KM from her weapon, the Divine Pillar, because I want that attack buff. Actually, I'm just gonna spam that. That's probably the best thing to spam right now because this wolf doesn't really give me any issues with status ailments. Very cool. Okay. So, what are my thoughts on Heysen? Definitely better than Kaliva, and you know what? I'm actually gonna give her an SS tier rating, who currently right now our only SS tier character is Rayjack, but I'm gonna put Heysen up there, and for good reason. She is a wizard, she deals pretty good damage, and she removes status ailments, and she gets a 50% healed, permanent heal buff on her regen. So she's the hands down the best wizard in the game once she comes out. I'm gonna put her there. She's really, really good. And if you guys are gonna be pulling on this banner, hope to get her. She's really, really good. And she's light element, so that means her only element that she has to worry about is dark, because light and dark are weak to each other. Okay, so we're gonna check out the thief, Zachariah, our earth thief. Okay, pretty good luck. Pretty decent attack. I think it's around the same level as Toby's. His leader skill is Future Hero. Increase King's Might of all Earth aspected allies. Okay. Not bad. His first King's Might is Terra Sword. I like the MP cost. It's pretty low. 2-hit, 570% power AoE attack. Okay, so it covers a 3x3 square in front of him. Not bad. I like that it's low cost, but that damage modifier is pretty high. So, pretty good. It doesn't have any other effect besides just the high damage, but that's not bad. Let's see his KM2. Okay, so it has the same AoE range as, for example, Karen's KM2. 6-hit, 230 power proximity attack. Increase all parameters of self by 50% for 10 seconds. Wow, that's pretty good. So, Thieves overall don't have the greatest DPS, but this, boosting all of his parameters, that's actually pretty darn good. That's really powerful. Let's go ahead and check out his passives. 40% chance of nullifies confusion effect. Okay, pretty good. He has a permanent increase to his MP by 15%, and he deals 50% additional earth damage. Wow. So, I know you guys might call me crazy, but I'm gonna say that he is an S-tier thief. He's right up there with Jafar and Toby, for the sole reason that his KM2 buffs all of his stats. Now, I know it's only to himself, but that's a pretty dramatic increase to his DPS. Because remember, Thieves have a pretty fast firing shot speed, and they also have a high crit rate. So that's crazy crit, and that is crazy damage coming out of this guy. And his weapon is the Gellied Edges. It is a water dagger. Okay, interesting. So I'm curious to see what the KM is. And again, this is his flavor. He's 13 years old. He's probably the youngest in the cast right now. Okay, so let's go ahead and try out our new thief, Zachariah. Yeah, he's an... I feel like he's a good S-tier thief. Okay, so let's try out his first KM. Let's wait for the enemies to pop up. Terra Sword! Okay, not bad. Let's wait for a larger group of enemies before I use his KM2. Okay, his KM2, Piercing Fang. Nice. Ice Stinger. Very cool. Okay, I don't think that gave a buff. Let's try that again. Ice Stinger. Okay, so it seems to do a AoE, a fairly large AoE in front of him. It's like in a, I think that's like a line rectangular shape. Let's try that one more time, just to see it. Yeah, okay. Pretty cool, I like it. Let's try his KM2 again, Piercing Fang. Boost his parameters. Okay, so far, he's really powerful. Now, I know he doesn't really affect his allies with any kind of buffs, but that 50% buff to all parameters for 10 seconds, that's pretty good. Alright. We're gonna fight the werewolf again. Let's see. Nice. So, he probably has the highest DPS out of all the thieves. I'm gonna give him that for sure. And he's definitely an S tier along with Jafar and Toby. So, and I don't have a good thief myself either, so if I pull him, I'll be happy. Okay, so nice on Zachariah. So now we're gonna check out Vita, the Water Monk. Pretty good attack, a decent crit, or luck. Leader skill, Hymn of Glory's Past. Decreased damage received from enemies. Very cool. Okay, so she decreases the overall damage that the party receives from enemies. That's pretty cool. King's Might. Time Stop. I wonder what this does. MP30, her KM1. Stop movement and nullify shots of all enemies for 5 seconds. Wow. Now, I wonder if this works. It doesn't say anything about it not working on bosses. So if this works on bosses, this is pretty cool. And it's for 5 seconds. And look at that area that it covers. It covers the entire screen. That's pretty cool. That is really, really cool. Okay, and let's check out her KM2, Maelstrom. Okay, so it has the same coverage as Karen's KM2. 6 hit, 230% power proximity attack. Increase attack of all allies by 50% for 10 seconds. Wow, okay. So far, this is what I'm getting from this character. She is like a fusion of Karen, Toby, and Momo. She has Momo's like ability to stun enemies and stop their movements, and it's like it covers the entire area. Her KM2 has the exact same range as Karen's, and she has the attack buff that Toby gives. I'm gonna say that she is actually an S tier monk as well. She's really powerful. So if you guys don't have a powerful monk, or if you want to have another one alongside Karen, great unit to have. I highly recommend her for a monk. Let's check out her passives. 40% chance of nullifies confusion. Okay. She has a 15% HP increase, and she avoids death when her HP is 30% or higher. So she has pretty high survivability. Wow, she's pretty good. I almost want to say that she's better than Karen, but Karen having 2 KMs that actually deal damage, which adds to her stats, is the only sole reason why I'm going to say that Karen's slightly better, but I'm going to tier them about the same, about an S tier. So her weapon is Undine's Gauntlet, okay, and it is a water fist weapon, which matches her element, and that is her profile. She's a 19-year-old monk. She likes breathing underwater and singing, very cool. Okay, so let's go ahead and try out our monk Vita. So I like that, I like her KM1, it's pretty cool. It's very niche, but it's really cool, especially for the harder difficulty co-op quests. Let's try it out. Time Stop. Nice. Okay, that's super cool. So they're just like petrified. Let's try out her KM2. Okay, again, very, very, very similar to Karen's, except it gives an attack buff to the party. Let's try out Undine's Kiss. Cool. Very cool. I like it. So I like her. So if I even pull her, I already have Karen, but if I pull her, I'll be happy with her. Ah, I'm gonna time stop. Aha, that's right. Now, again, if this ability works on bosses, she's gonna be pretty OP. Ah. Whew. I almost thought I wasn't gonna make that jump. Alright, so our goal is to see if her KM1 affects the werewolf, who is a boss. Because if so, she's pretty good. Alright, here we go. And it does not. Okay, so it does not affect bosses. So it only affects mobs, but it's still, again, very useful. We're going to go ahead and use Maelstrom, and we're going to combo it with Undine's Kiss. Very cool. So yeah, she is a definite S-tier monk right up there with Karen. Very, very good unit to have. Alright, and now we're going to move on to our last unit that we're going to be looking forward to, who is our Dark Gigant. Morse. Oops, here we go. Alright, so he looks like Dracula. Alright, so let's check out his leader skills. Tether of Nullity. Increased King's Might damage of dark aspected allies. Okay. His KM1, Death by Inches. Alright, I'm already not liking that range, but then again, let's see what it does. 3 hit, 230% power piercing attack. 15% chance of applying poison effect to a single enemy for 5 seconds. Very reminiscent of Gregor for his KM1. So he has a 15% chance of applying poison to a single enemy, okay? And then his KM2's Gravity Well. Okay, I like the area that it affects. That is really cool. 2 hit, 240% power, all target attack. Only affects enemies. Normal shot of single ally changed to drain shot for 10 seconds. Okay, so it changes the shot to a drain shot just like Gregor's, which when it hits, it drains HP. What I like about this KM2 is the coverage. It covers the entire screen. Now, he's pretty good for a Gigant because of this ability, because it allows him for some survivability, but keep in mind, the drain shot, the speed of that shot is pretty slow, and Gigants are already slow enough as they are, so in a sense, yes, you're covering AoE damage, yes, you're getting more survivability, but you're decreasing his DPS, which in this game, DPS is actually one of the more important aspects because you want to be able to down bosses and enemies as fast as you can, okay? And changing his shot to drain shot, again, it's useful, but I don't know, lowering DPS just to heal yourself for a meager amount, it's I'm not sold on it. What I'm sold on is that this is a pretty good AoE attack. So let's check out his passives. Increased damage dealt to demons, decreased damage dealt by demons. Okay, so he's good against demons and demons can't really hurt him as much, and 50% additional dark damage. Okay. Sphere of Chaos is his weapon. It is a dark sphere. And then this is his flavor, his text flavor. Okay, so what do I feel about this unit? Because he has that survivability and that nice AoE that he can utilize, I'm gonna say he's about the same level as Eustia. He's definitely better than Thanatos, Barossa, and Typhon. I mean, any Gigant is better than Typhon. With that being said, because Gigants right now are generally they're very lackluster for a class, he's more than likely the worst unit that you could probably pull on this banner. And I know a lot of you guys are going to be like, oh man, you're hating. I'm not hating, I'm just giving you guys, you know, my thoughts on this character so far. Gigants are pretty slow, and, you know, slowing down his DPS with a drain shot, I have issues with that because DPS is very, very important in this game. But let's go ahead and try him out before I make my final judgment on this character. He definitely looks cool, I'll give him that. Just like how Gregor looked cool. See, like right now, Gigants have that 1, 2, 3 shot, which I really like. Let's try out his KM2. Or, oh, this is his KM3 with his weapon. Dark Graviton. Okay, so it kind of reminds me of the range that Karen's KM2 has. Let's try out that Gravity Well. Okay. And see, this is what I mean. Okay, the range is really bad on it, and it decreases his DPS. And again, the heal is cool, but I'd rather be consistent with DPS than decreasing my range and speed for a single shot that heals a very meager amount. Let's try out his KM1. I haven't even seen that yet. Okay. Yeah. I mean, he's cool. I'm not gonna say he's by no means bad. I mean, he's better than 3 of the other Gigants, and I'm gonna say he's equal with Eustia. He definitely looks cooler than Eustia, because, I don't know, the first time I saw Eustia, I didn't think she should be a hero character. I actually thought she was like a boss you were gonna fight, just because of the way she looked like. Okay. Yeah, see, I like how it's 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. That's really cool. But changing it to a single shot, I have issues. I don't really like it. Okay. So let's get that drain shot. Nice. So again, cool looking character, better than the other Gigants, but Gigants are pretty lackluster right now. So, I mean, if you pull them, great. If you don't get him, you're not really gonna hurt yourself too much because he's okay. Morse is okay. Definitely cool looking. I'll give him that. All right, so that is the last of the new upcoming characters who will be released. What are my thoughts? Should you guys pull on this banner? Well, if you guys have specific units already, like Rayjack, Karen, Toby, Kaliva, Jafar, who are pretty much like, you know, in the top tier, upper tier, I would say pass. But if you guys are missing certain 4-star base units of a specific class that are pretty good, like for example, I don't have a good thief or wizard. I don't have a 4-star base thief and I don't have a 4-star base wizard. So I'm gonna pull on this because I definitely want to try to get Heysen or Zachariah. And even if I pull Vita, I already have Karen, but Vita's pretty cool, so I'll use her too. So should you guys pull on this banner? I'm gonna say yes. It also depends on what you have, but I would say do at least one multi and hope and pray that you guys, you know, get one of these cool units, especially Heysen, Zachariah, or Vita. They are very, very good. Okay, Lancelowe and Morse, they look cool, they fill in their niches, they fill in their roles, but not as good as some of the other casts, but they're still pretty cool. So if you get them, great. They're still a 4-star base, and in this game currently, with the current content, you can pretty much clear the entire game, you know, with even 3-star characters that go to 4 stars. So if you get a 4-star, awesome. All right. Well, that is going to be the end of my video. Be sure to check out the King's Knight Facebook group, the King's Knight Reddit, and the King's Knight Discord chat. All links will be in the description of this video. Don't forget to like, subscribe to my channel, and share this video to your friends and family that are playing King's Knight or want to know more about King's Knight. And don't forget, guys, I do other videos on other games such as Tekken Mobile, so I might be bringing a video on that game very, very soon. Again, my name is 40, the Broadway Saiyan. Take care, guys, and Mahal.